In the dense emerald green forests just south of Whistler, British Columbia, lies one of the most surreal secrets hidden in the Canadian wilderness. Hikers describe it as stumbling upon the skeleton of a metallic beast, a line of shattered train boxcars draped in moss, leaning against giant cedar trunks, their surfaces covered in decades of graffiti and forest decay. But the strangest part is this: there is no railway line anywhere close to where these boxcars rest. So how did massive steel train cars end up deep inside untouched forest, on rugged terrain where a locomotive could never reach? But before we start, can we get 1,000 likes for this video? Smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming stories. It always starts the same way. A group of hikers, usually tourists, wanders just a bit off the beaten path, following the sound of rushing water from the nearby Cupcake River. They expect nothing unusual, but then something catches their eye through the dense fog between the trees. Not an animal, not a cabin, something metallic, something out of place. As they push the branches aside, the forest opens to reveal the first boxcar, tilted on its side, half swallowed by ferns, its once orange steel now faded to a ghostly red. A second car lies a few yards away, crumpled like an old soda can. A third is split open, its interior exposed like the ribs of a broken whale. And for a moment, the hikers freeze. Because the scene is not just mysterious, it feels impossible. Where are the tracks? Where's the rail line? Why is there no road for dozens of meters in any direction? The wreck seems deliberately hidden, as if someone placed each car in the forest by hand, but these steel giants each weigh more than 30 tons. Nothing about this place makes sense. For years, people tried to explain the impossible sight. Some believed the train derailed higher up the hillside, sending the boxcars tumbling hundreds of meters downhill like giant metal boulders. But no evidence of tracks or disturbed earth was ever found above the site. Others claimed local loggers dragged the boxcars into the forest to hide illegal storage equipment or materials, but no records or witnesses ever supported this. And of course, the strangest rumor of all, that the forest was used for a Cold War-era test, and the boxcars were placed there as decoys. This idea spread quickly, mostly because no one could explain anything better. But all the theories shared one thing: none matched the real story. To uncover the truth, we must travel back to 1956. It was a foggy morning on the old Pacific Great Eastern Railway line, a narrow, winding track cutting through the mountains south of Whistler. A freight train carrying lumber and essential supplies was running behind schedule. The engineer, under pressure to make up lost time, pushed the locomotive faster than the recommended speed. For miles, everything seemed fine, until the train approached a tight curve near the Cupcake River. The excessive speed proved disastrous. With a violent screech, several rear boxcars lifted off the rails. The coupling bars broke, and in seconds, 7 giant steel cars derailed, smashing onto the rocky forest floor with tremendous force. The locomotive itself stayed on track, but the boxcars were ruined, twisted, splintered, beyond salvage. The railway crew scrambled to clear the tracks so the important line could reopen. But that's when they faced an unexpected problem. The location was almost unreachable by road. The forest was too dense, the terrain too steep, and the boxcars far too heavy to lift out. Trying to remove them would have cost more than the value of the damaged cargo itself. So the crew made a decision that would shape the next 70 years. They attached heavy cables to the crushed boxcars and dragged them deeper into the forest, far enough to clear the tracks, but close enough to abandon them forever. The cars were never meant to be found, never meant to be part of a mystery. They were just the simplest solution to an impossible recovery. But nature had other plans. Over the decades, moss wrapped around the steel walls, cedar branches curved over the roofs, snowstorms, summer heat, and relentless rain slowly ate at the metal until rust spread like wildfire. Animals nested inside the hollow shells. Photographers stumbled upon the wreck and shared grainy photos across Canada. Then graffiti artists discovered the site, and the train wreck took on a new identity. The once-forgotten disaster slowly transformed into an open-air art gallery. Bright murals covered the walls. Spray-painted words told new stories over the old. The wreck became a strange blend of history, tragedy, and urban expression, all deep in one of the most beautiful forests in the world. Today, hikers follow a well-known trail to reach the Whistler train wreck. The site attracts thousands every year: explorers, photographers, artists, and curious travelers drawn by the surreal clash of nature and metal. But even with the mystery solved, one strange fact remains. These boxcars are still too deep in the forest for modern machinery to remove. Even today, removing them would require millions of dollars, road construction, and the destruction of protected wildlife zones. And so they remain, still leaning, still decaying, still telling their story in rust and paint. A permanent monument to one mistake in 1956 that changed a quiet patch of forest forever. Standing among the wreckage, listening to the roar of the Chicamus River nearby, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe. These steel giants, once symbols of power and industry, now lie humbled beneath towering trees. Their existence is a reminder of how quickly nature reclaims what humans abandon, how history can hide in plain sight, and how a single mistake can leave a mark on a landscape for generations. The true mystery of the Whistler train wreck isn't how the boxcars got there, we know that now. The real mystery is this: how did something born from destruction become one of the most photographed, most beloved, and most surreal landmarks in all of British Columbia? Only the forest knows the answer, but it continues to share the story, one curious visitor at a time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss amazing tales like this one.